Nice dribble, right wing, takes it to the basket. Good!
It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's coverage is sponsored by our Platinum supporter Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Hollander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. Now let's go live to the gym for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
And he got the pin.
And welcome to Wenatchee High School as we get the anthem out of the way, and we're ready for wrestling here tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. We've got a double dip for you. We've got the girls first, followed by the boys. It's Wenatchee and Moses Lake, the Mavericks and the Panthers here tonight. There's only been about 2 to 3 matches in the league for both of these teams, so they haven't had a lot of experience, but they have had a lot of time on the mats on weekend tournaments. We'll see if we get time to talk to the coaches because they're getting ready to wrestle. We'll talk to Steve Lee at Moses Lake. We'll talk to Reese Whitley at Wenatchee. Coming up as we continue on the pre-match show right here at Wenatchee High School on the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
And welcome back once again as we get ready for the match coming up between the girls. Only 5 contested bouts here tonight and then an exhibition as well. Talking with Steve Lee, the head coach for Moses Lake. We'll talk about this season so far. You've had a lot more time for the ladies in tournaments than you have in head-to-head Big Nine matches.
Yeah, definitely. We've only had a couple of our league duels. Usually they're a little more spread out, but we're more back-end heavy on our duels. So looking forward to get these last couple duels under our belt.
As you guys are undefeated, you had a close match here, last week? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, Eisenhower's a good up-and-coming team, and they came to Moses Lake to bring it, and I think it was just a couple matches separating us in that duel. So
you've got a bunch of forfeits that unfortunately is kind of the case with the matches as it is. Talk about what for the contested bouts. What do you want tonight from your ladies against Wenatchee?
Yeah, I just want to make sure all of our girls are going out, showing up, and wrestling to the best of their ability, and not really looking at the scoreboard for the team, knowing that we are going to accept a lot of forfeits. We need to make sure we're doing what we need to do and handle business in the matches that we are wrestling.
Well, best of luck here tonight. Keep everybody healthy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
There you go. Steve Lee joining us here on the pre-match. We'll see if Reese Whitley will join us. He doesn't really want to do this. We'll see if we can get him coming up next year on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back once again here on the pre-match show on the NCWLIFE channel. Reese Whitley, the begrudging head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers. He likes to coach. He just doesn't like to do this TV thing. You got 5 contested bouts tonight. You got an exhibition. Talk about what you would like to see from your ladies.
Some tough wrestling and hopefully some wins would be great.
You guys, haven't had a lot of head-to-head Big Nine matches so far this season, but you've had a little bit of tournament action. Talk about that as far as the ladies and their progression.
Well, they went from going 0-2 in certain tournaments to being 1 away from placing. So
That's awesome.
In my eyes, it's a really good success, and they're getting better. And it's going to be a good match tonight. Well, the 5 of them.
Well, and that's, probably what you look at, too, as a coach, is that in order to get better, it's like playing golf. If you play against better players, you tend to, pick up a few things along the way. Is that kind of the case for the ladies, too, when they get out there on the mat?
Oh, absolutely. It's for boys and girls, actually. So, yeah.
Okay. We've held you up enough. Reese, thank you for doing this.
All right, thank you.
Reese Whitley joining us here on the pre-match show. He just said he's out of here. We got to get to wrestling. We'll do that next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell. Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
And welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School as we're underway with our first match of the night here on the ladies' side at 100 pounds. It's Alyssa Armandaris, the senior from Moses Lake, taking on the sophomore Peyton McNaught for the Wenatchee Panthers. And so far a 6-0 lead for the Moses Lake wrestler. And right now McNaught trying to keep herself off the back as we're 35 seconds left in this first round. And the challenge for the Panthers here tonight is against very tough opponents here in Moses Lake. The Mavericks come in with a record of 3-0 in head-to-head matches in Big Nine. The Wenatchee Panthers are 0-3. Another 4 points, so 10 points already here for Armandaris as she's going for a pinning move once again against McNaught. And has that arm and head locked up and trying to arch her back and get some more, she'll get 3 more points there as the round comes to an end. So it'll be, 4 points, 4-point near fall, 14-0 the score here after one round between Peyton McNaught and Alyssa Armandaris. As we mentioned, 5 contested bouts here tonight, and then McNaught will come back and wrestle an exhibition before we wrap up on the ladies' side here. That'll be coming up a little bit later on. We have another contested bout at 115 pounds. Meanwhile, it'll be a forfeit for Moses Lake at 105 and 110, so they'll pick up 12 team points right there. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE channel. Wrestling is always interesting because they really don't go with a schedule. I mean, they try to go with a schedule. They wanted to start this match here a long time ago. In fact, they were wanting to go at about 20 minutes to 6, and I said, hey, hold on. We're doing a broadcast here, so if you guys can hold off on that for just a little bit, then we'd appreciate it. So 14-0 here as we're in the second round between Alyssa Armandaris, the senior from Moses Lake, and Peyton McNaught, the sophomore for the Wenatchee Panthers, who finds herself again in a difficult position here, and Armandaris going for the pinning move. That is so hard for McNaught on the bottom there to try to keep herself and her shoulders off the mat. Our official taking a close look in and finally does say that is a pin. So a win here for Moses Lake by pin by Armandaris at 47 seconds into the second round. And our team score is now 6-0 in favor of the Mavericks. And we'll see if we have the ladies that have forfeits coming out. We will. Kayla Gonzalez will get a forfeit at 105 pounds. And so that will give the Mavericks a 12-0 team lead. And Arian Lozian will also get a forfeit at 110 pounds here for the Mavericks. But have to have your headgear on, have to check in with the scores table, and then come out to your official, and he'll raise your hand. And there it is, forfeit for Lozian at 110 pounds. Next match will be at 115 pounds. That'll feature Trinity Town out of Moses Lake and Zamora Govea, freshman for Wenatchee, at 115 pounds. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today at 509-662-6842, alpineair.net on the web. So the ladies are ready, our official is ready, and we're ready to go with this 115-pound match tonight. Moses Lake now up 18-0 on the team score after the forfeits, couple of forfeits in a row, and now a pin as Zamora Govea, the aggressor here, or excuse me, Trinity Town, the aggressor, pushes Govea off the mat, back underway. Panthers with the purple singlet trimmed in gold. The Mavericks singlet black with maroon and gold on the trim. So a freshman and a sophomore here. Let's see if the official gives any points here on a takedown. And he did, as a matter of fact. Gave the takedown to Town. Up to her feet is Govea, but they're going to tumble out of bounds before any more points can be gathered. So 3 points for Town. Official with some words of advice here for the wrestlers before they restart the match here in round number 1. Minute 15 left in that round. Moses Lake in the only contested bout so far with a pin by Alyssa Armendariz at 47 seconds into the second round. Moses Lake working on top again. Trinity Town here gets Govea turned. There was a wave of the arm by the official. Let's see if they get near fall points or not. She still has the same hold, so that technically you can't gain more points than you originally did, and now reversing the hold and trying to come with a half Nelson on the head. Reverse half now, trying to lift up that head, and that's why you do those arching exercises right off the top of your noggin in practice. And now trying to get the pin. Ooh, looked like she had it there for a moment, but the official may have been out of the view of it. Govea doing what she can, keep alive. They will give a 4-point near fall here, so 7-0 the score with Town on top of Govea. And another beautiful move here by Trinity Town, and they will give a 2-point near fall to Town. So she's up 9-0, I believe, on the scoreboard. They still have it at 7. Still waiting for the points to be added to the scoreboard here. So we bring you live wrestling, our first wrestling match of the season here on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll pick up a few more before the season is done. We'll have Eastmont at home. We'll have Eastmont here at Wenatchee later part of January. So be sure and tune in for more wrestling action here on the NCWLIFE channel. Thursday night, wrestling night. And now a quick move here by Town again, working from the top. And now crowding is Govea, and she's going to get a 2-point reversal. Nice job by Govea. Town got a little bit too high, and Govea was able to come out the backside. And now, who's going to have the advantage here? Well, Govea has just been reversed by Town, and she was also looking for near fall points. 13-2 the score on the scoreboard right now, with a minute 22 left here in this second round. And wow, just like that, pin is going to be had. And that will be 41 seconds into the second round. And we'll extend the Maverick lead here to 24-0. That'll bring us a third contested bout here on the mats for the ladies. Camila Martinez from Moses Lake will take on Lola D. Davis for Wenatchee at 120 pounds. Both are listed as juniors, so both with experience. We'll have one more or two more contested bouts and then an exhibition bout as well before we turn things over to the boys here on the NCWLIFE channel. Underway with Camila Martinez for Moses Lake and Lola D. Davis for Wenatchee. Shot double leg by Martinez, and she'll get the takedown right away. 3 points on the takedown now here in prep wrestling. And immediately she bars up that near arm and then tries to walk it around here. See if she can reach up with that left leg and get it over the head of Davis. She's got the arm barred up. She almost had a double arm bar. In fact, I think she does. Now looking for the pin. Got near full points at least. And, oh my, that was close. Minute 15 left in round number 1 here for Camila Martinez. Trying to wrap it up in round number 1. The official taking a close look in, and boy, there's not much room between that shoulder and the mat. And Lola's going to let it. So Lola D able to get out of that, but they did get a 4-point near fall. So 7-0 the score here for Martinez. Martinez just gave up the grip. Now she's got it barred up again. And tipping her over again is Martinez right to her back for the pin at a minute 21 into round number 1. So make that 30-0, our team score, as we move on to 125 pounds. Well, I've got 125 pounds on my sheet here. We'll see. The scoreboard says 138 pounds. But I've got a contested bout here between Hayden Linscott for Moses Lake and Violet Gianandrea for Wenatchee. The listing I got was 125 pounds. They do move the ladies around quite a bit on their weight classification. It says 138 on the board. There isn't even a 138 weight class, so a typo. We'll go with that. Match is underway as you have Linscott for Moses Lake with a shot and a double leg, and the counter by Gianandrea. Linscott crowds and covers just as they're about ready to go out of bounds. So she gets the 3-point takedown, and they'll head back to center position to restart. And it will be, yes, it will be Linscott on the top, Gianandrea on the bottom. Whistle sounds, minute 33 to go here in round number 1. We will have a brief break between this match and the boys' match coming up here on the NCWLIFE channel, but not much. And as soon as I say that, of course, they'll wait and start the boys' match at 7 o'clock. We'll see about that. Another armbar and another turnover quickly, and looking for the pin here for Moses Lake is Linscott. She doesn't have the head. Oh, now she's got a good pinning move. Not a lot the bottom wrestler can do here. Gianandrea just trying to stay alive. She does flip back over, 4-point near fall. So that makes it 7-0 in favor of Hayden Linscott for Moses Lake. Again, barring it up. You can see what the Mavericks like to do. And typically, now, look out, Gianandrea. Able to crowd and counter. Linscott steps through. There's another 4-point near fault, so it's 11-0. And Linscott able to somehow maintain her position in control of Gianandrea. But Violet was close to getting things reversed big time, but now she finds herself on her back again, fighting for her life. Lynn Scott going for the pin in round number 1, and they get it. Minute 53 in. So that makes it 36-0. We'll have a few more forfeits here by Wenatchee, as Elena Wilson for Moses Lake will get a win by forfeit at 130 pounds, and then we'll move to 135 pounds for our next contested match between Marcy Johnson of Moses Lake and Alina Lopez of Wenatchee. That's what I have on my schedule anyway. We'll see about how that works out. Our broadcast here tonight on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda. They're committed to preserving the environment, not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. And by Biosports Physical Therapy, Aquatherapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, all you need to keep moving. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also by Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, call 509-888-8887. Live well with Coldwell. Okay, they're going to give a couple of... Okay, so Lexi Gruber gets a forfeit here. That makes it 48-0. I had Marcy Johnson and Alina Lopez wrestling, but maybe they skipped that match because I believe this is Anahi Garcia getting a forfeit. That will make it, okay, Cedar Willie math, 54-0. Now Emma Thompson comes out. Is she going to get a forfeit too? Yeah, it looks like it. Unless that's Naomi Cruz that gets the forfeit there. So 60-0. Okay, they skipped around. There we go. Okay. So Emma Thompson now and Stephanie Salgado at 155 pounds. 60-0 our score here. As the ladies check into the scorers table, a reminder that we will have basketball coming up this Saturday here on the NCWLIFE channel as the Eastmont Wildcats host the Wenatchee Panthers. Grant Olson with her play-by-play. 4:30 for the girls, the boys at 6. It's Saturday right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE channel. So here we go. Emma Thompson for Moses Lake. Stephanie Salgado for Wenatchee at 155 pounds. Underway round number 1 so far. It has been a sweep by the visiting Mavericks here against Wenatchee tonight. Stephanie Salgado. A little bit shorter than her opponent out here. Salgado with a good job of countering the single leg, and now adjusting her hips. If she can get that hand out from between her legs, she would have had a cover and a takedown, but no. Everything is neutral here. Salgado trying to fend off the single leg here by Thompson. Thompson holding on for dear life, doesn't want to give up that leg. Salgado trying to figure out how to get those arms free from her legs so she can cover and get a takedown. Thompson lifts, Salgado dances on one leg. And back down to the mat. Here's a chance for Salgado to cover. What you want to do is use your left arm for a crossface, or use your right arm for a crossface across the head right now, and then just move her on by. But as long as Thompson has that single leg and holds on for dear life, not a lot that Salgado can do for the top side. Is now Stephanie looks over towards her coach. Her coach is Reese Whitley over there trying to haul her out advice on what to do with 4 seconds left here in round number 1. No scoring yet in this match, and it will remain scoreless as the first round comes to an end. Our broadcast tonight also brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. For over 50 years, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is family-owned. They service all brands, commercial and residential. Schedule a maintenance and repairs. Call 509-884-6444. That's 509-884-6444 today. So both wrestlers will be up on their feet after a stalemate basically in the first round. Scoreless as we head to round number 2. 3 2-minute rounds here in high school wrestling. And the official has the ability to, if he doesn't see both wrestlers trying to make a move, he can give a stall warning to one of the wrestlers. You get 2 stall warnings, and that will be a point awarded to the opponent. Salgado, head fight, hand fight. Thompson's probably got about 3-4 inches on her as far as the height advantage. But so far, Salgado's done a good job of negating that here with good balance and good footwork. Not a lot going on here between the two, as Salgado tries to just keep the head down of her opponent here, Thompson. Thompson, meanwhile, just kind of a bulldozer trying to get in on the legs. And again, hand fighting going on. Grasp happens, and now the official takes his whistle out of his mouth as he says something to the wrestlers. Towards the outer portion of the mat here. Both wrestlers take a step out of bounds. They'll blow the whistle and bring them back into the center position to restart it. 30 seconds left here in round number 2. Still scoreless. Waiting for the first advantage to be gained. Salgado for Wenatchee, Thompson for Moses Lake. Small crowd on hand here for the ladies match. Boys JV wrestled before the ladies match here. Single leg for Salgado. She's going to lift up on it, but nice job of countering by Thompson. Now she's got the advantage, and no points going to be given. As the round comes to an end, we are scoreless heading into round number 3. Broadcast tonight also brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their number 1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available too. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. So we get a timeout on the mat here. A little, I don't know if it was blood or, asthma. There you go. So an inhaler given to Emma Thompson to literally catch her breath. Team score all Moses Lake, and now the decision will be Thompson will take down here to start the third period. So Salgado did such a good job on her feet. Let's see how she does in the up position here, trying to hang on with this opponent from the Mavericks. Thompson. Of course, they got to be starting to get tired here after just really trying to lean on each other through 2 rounds. Salgado reaches across with the right hand over to the left shoulder, but Thompson, just a much larger person, makes it difficult for Salgado with his short limbs to make that happen. Now she's trying to force in the half, a power half. Got to watch out here. You can't see the far side if she's got the arm barred or not. Now she'll reach through the legs and tip her over. And Salgado's going to get some near fall points here. And the shoulder's almost off the mat, but near fall points coming. So our first point to the match is going to come with a minute left here in the third round, and it's a 4-0 lead for Stephanie Salgado. Salgado towards the far side of the ring from where I sit, and finally the whistle comes, and they'll head back to the center of the match, and both wrestlers gulping for air right now as the muscles burn like crazy with 50 seconds left here in round number 3. Whistle sounds. Thompson tried to stand up. Thompson, you remember, had a breath of inhaler between the second and third rounds. apparently asthma kicking in. So how much does she have left in the tank here with 34 seconds? Trying to get to her feet. Salgado working out front now. Thompson near escaping, but Salgado hanging on for dear life with 21 seconds. Looking towards her coach. She's working on a half and then gave it up. Thompson trying to get to her feet here and now rolled over. That might be points in freestyle, but not here tonight. And now Salgado will let her go. Look out. 1 second left, and that will be it. What a match here, as it's a 4-1 win for Wenatchee. Stephanie Salgado. And the first points awarded to Wenatchee here in the match. So it'll be 60-3 after that one.
For Moses Lake, at 170, Naomi Cruz is accepting a forfeit.
So it will be Naomi Cruz accepting a forfeit here. So that'll make it 66-3. And that might be our last match because...
At 190, for Moses Lake, Isabella Friedley.
Yeah. Isabella Friedley got a forfeit. Oh, now she's got to come out here and put her headset on. She's got headphones on. That doesn't really work. You got to be properly attired in order to receive your forfeit win. And I think we're going to our exhibition match after that. So the final score will be 72-3 in favor of Moses Lake. So Isabella Fedley will come out, have her hand raised. And that will be the end of the match, but we do have an exhibition match right now between Kayla Gonzalez for Moses Lake and Peyton McNaught for Wenatchee. You saw Peyton out here earlier in this match. She was out there for the first bout and fell by pin in the second round to Elisa Armendariz. Now coming out there for Moses Lake for this exhibition, Kayla Gonzalez and Peyton McNaught for Wenatchee. So the wrestlers come out, they face their own benches. The official gives the whistle. We're underway for this exhibition match. We will have a break after this and then get ready for the boys' matches coming up here on the NCWLIFE channel. I will endeavor to find out if they really want to wait till 7 o'clock or if they want to go right away. We're hoping we can go right away because that will make it so that we don't have to do 2 separate broadcasts or that I don't have to get on camera and do a song and dance for 20 minutes. Yeah, if my dad was here, normally Dad comes over the mountains from the west side, the old coach and referee, and tells stories, which is always great. So a takedown here is given to 3 points for Gonzalez for Moses Lake. So Kayla leading it here and now working on McNaught. And I'll tell you what, you know, Peyton McNaught wrestled probably about, 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago at most. And now McNaught turns into Gonzalez. Not the greatest plan of attack there. They're near the edge of the mat. McNaught, let's see if she tries to make a move. Sometimes, coaches will tell wrestlers, you get to the edge of the mat, that's the time to try something a little experimental, try something a little bit dangerous, because you're right near the edge and you can work your way out of bounds if it doesn't work out so well. McNaught tried to throw a leg over from the bottom side. It didn't work. Good cover by Gonzalez for Moses Lake. Gonzalez trying to get that power half in. She does, and then tips McNaught over. Peyton fighting for her life right now. Kayla Gonzalez trying to get the win in this exhibition by pin. And it's all about giving the girls time on the mat and giving them some experience against someone other than their own teammates. As the first round will come to an end, it'll be a 4-point near fall for McNaught. So 7-0 the lead here for Kayla Gonzalez in this exhibition match. Our broadcast here on the NCW Life channel brought to you in part by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next event today. Schedule your time in their full swing S4 widescreen golf simulator at 509-884-4653. That's 509-884-4653. We're ready for second round action here between the Mavericks and the Panthers, and between Kayla Gonzalez for Moses Lake and Peyton McNaught for Wenatchee. Now a beautiful cradle, looking for the pin here, and getting it is the Moses Lake wrestler Kayla Gonzalez. So she will win by pin. That doesn't go towards the team score because that's done with Moses Lake winning 72-3. And now we will take a break and come back. We've got boys match straight ahead. We'll find out when it will be when we come back after this timeout. Again, 72-3 the score between the Moses Lake girls and Wenatchee. The Mavericks dominate, get a bunch of forfeits in the meantime, so the ladies will shake hands. We will take a break and come back here from Wenatchee High School next on the NCW Life channel.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School as we get ready for some grappling tonight on the NCW Life channel. I'm talking with Jose Tanguma, head coach for the Moses Lake Mavericks. 2-2 in Big Nine. I'm not used to seeing Moses Lake not be undefeated and beating everybody.
Oh, actually, we've only lost one duel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one duel.
Okay, all right. So talk about the season so far. You guys just came off a big tournament in Cheney, the Black Hawk Invite, right? It looked like you guys had a good weekend.
Yeah, it was a great tournament. We pushed 9 wrestlers into the finals. I was proud of our 106 class. All 3 of them placed first, second, and third. So, and we ended up walking out with 4 champions.
That's fantastic. You know, I'm used to seeing, your middle to upper weights as far as Moses Lake be strong. You got a lot of smaller guys now.
Yeah, this year we do. We have a lot of lightweights, and they're very tough, all of them.
And we were talking about this before we went on the air. 106 pounds, first, second, and third place?
Correct.
Well, I'll tell you, as you get ready, we're less than a month away from getting ready for districts and going to state and stuff like that. I know you can't take 3 necessarily to the state tournament, but that bodes well for you guys in scoring, right?
Yes, it does. That's going to be a lot of big points in the postseason for us. We're looking at our third string 106 to cover 113, so that will help us out, and I believe he'll make it out of District 2 and wrestle at state.
Talk about what you would like to see from the boys wrestling against Wenatchee tonight.
Being aggressive, being in that match, being very offensive in this match. We've been kind of being defensive wrestlers, but today I really want them to go on the offense.
Okay, we'll look for that tonight. Best of luck. Keep everybody healthy.
All right, thank you.
All right, Jose Tanguma joining us here on the pre-match show. We'll talk with the Wenatchee coach coming up as we continue here live from Wenatchee High School on the NCW Life channel.
NCW Life channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Welcome back once again to Wenatchee High School. Now talking with Luis Perez, the head coach for the Panthers. I want to talk about Davis last week. What a match for you guys to get that win. Last match, last seconds, right?
That was a good one, definitely. Jaden Delgado stepped it up for us, and he did an amazing job. I think it came down to the last match. It was 3 points behind Davis, and he stepped it up definitely. Pretty good for us. So
that's fun. Talk about this match against Moses Lake tonight, what you want to see from the boys.
Well, you know, this was going to be a hard one. We have about 4 guys out of that lineup with injuries and different things. So we have a lot of freshmen stepping it up. So I hope that we can just, give them a little bit of mat experience, and the guys that will step up today. So.
Well, it's good experience for them, right, to get those younger wrestlers out there.
Yeah, we have about half of the team is freshmen. Yeah. And so we're very young, but these guys are putting in the work. They're working hard, and we're very proud of them. Yeah.
Well, best of luck here tonight. Keep everybody healthy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Luis Perez joining us here on the pre-match show. We'll come back and get you the bouts, and we'll get you the wrestling coming up on the NCWLIFE channel.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the Diagnostic Doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School. The Panthers finishing their warm-ups, having a little huddle out on the mat before we get our face-off here between the Mavericks of Moses Lake and the Panthers of Wenatchee. Thanks for joining us on the NCWLIFE channel. Our broadcast brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today at 509-662-6842. They're on the web at alpineair.net. All right, they're doing the announcement of the lineups here. Don't know if we can hear that, so let me talk about it. Liam Amante for Wenatchee will go against Darian Prescott. That's 106 pounds. The 113-pound match tonight, Christian Romero from Wenatchee against Jose Vilfana for Moses Lake. At 126 pounds, it'll be Braden Cook for Wenatchee going up against Owen Martell for the Mavericks. Martell and Cook. 132 pounds, it'll be the junior Jacob Cusick for Wenatchee going against Samuel Janke for Moses Lake. That one should be a good one. We'll check mark that one. 138 pounds, Oswaldo Miranda for Wenatchee going up against Ryan Martinez for the Mavericks. Martinez and Miranda. 144 pounds will be Jackson Glines for Wenatchee, the senior, against Dwayne Zamora. There you go, 144. I got ahead of the announcements happening here. So there's Jackson Glines and Dwayne Zamora. At 150 pounds for the Panthers, it'll be Ezekiel Tapia against Xavier Rodriguez. The two come out and shake hands. That's at 150. 157 will be Hunter Jones for Wenatchee against Ian Anderson. Boy, he is a load for Moses Lake. And he certainly knows how to toss some people aside. 165-pound match. Michael Mahuika, who's had a great season so far for the Panthers. He'll go up against Connor Brosnahan for Moses Lake. I've seen him wrestle a couple of times. He's a good one. John Gutzweiler will wrestle at 175 pounds. He'll go up against Isaiah Cruz for Moses Lake. And the 190-pound match will be Frank Brandt for Wenatchee. He'll go up against Kai Robles for Moses Lake. 215 pounds, Luke Flugie, the senior, goes for Wenatchee, and he'll have his hands full with Eli Anderson here for Moses Lake. And the last bout of the night at 285 pounds, Antonio Alcantara for Wenatchee going up against Ryder Janke for the Mavericks. Again, Jose Tanguma, the head coach for the Mavericks. He's assisted by Frankie Torres, Lucas Garza, Brandon Cruz, and Ryan Grubb. Luis Perez, head coach for Wenatchee. He's got a ton of help over there as well. And we're about ready to go here for wrestling tonight. The official will bring the captains out and do the coin flip to determine which team will have the choice first in the first match, which will start at 106 pounds. Good to see in the boys match here tonight, not one single forfeit. So we will have 14 contested bouts here tonight. Our broadcast brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. They're committed to preserving the environment not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also with other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. Also by Biosports Physical Therapy, Aqua Therapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, all you need to keep moving. Find them online at biosports.net, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right, here we go. First match of the night, Darian Prescott for Moses Lake. Liam Amante for Wenatchee. I mentioned that Moses Lake was 2-2 in Big Nine wrestling. No, they're 2-1. The other head-to-head loss was to Othello, so that doesn't count towards their Big Nine record. Wenatchee coming in at 1-1 team-wise here on the season. So let's see, are they going to listen to the words of Coach Jose Tanguma? Moses Lake being aggressive here, and right away we see a takedown and then a release. So we've got 3-1 our score. The wrestler from Moses Lake on top, Darian Prescott. Prescott, very fleet of foot, going for a near side cradle with both wrestlers on their knees. And now up to his feet is Amante for Wenatchee, and then quickly taking him down for the three-point takedown. And then a deep half shot here by Prescott. So he's going to get near fall points on top of it. And hold on, we got a whistle and a stoppage. It's a 4-point near fall. And we've got blood on the nose of Darian Prescott. So they will start the timer here for an injury timeout and also take care of the mats. Our broadcast brought to you in part here tonight by Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. For all your real estate needs in North Central Washington, call 509-888-8887. Live well with Coldwell. That number again, 509-888-8887. Just a note of what's coming up here on the NCW Life Channel this Saturday. Grant Olson courtside for Wenatchee and Eastmont. Boys, the girls at 4:30. The boys follow at 6 o'clock. And then next Friday, it's Davis and Wenatchee. Girls basketball at 5:30. The boys at 7. I'll have your play-by-play here at Wenatchee High School. The following Thursday, the 29th of January, I'll be back at Wenatchee High School for Eastmont and Wenatchee Wrestling. Girls at 6, the boys at 7 o'clock. And then Friday, January 30th, it's Davis and Eastmont at Eastmont High School. The girls at 5:30, the boys at 7 o'clock. Grant with your play-by-play on that particular evening. So that's what's coming up here on your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel. Darian Prescott leading but bleeding. And so they call the timeout. Now stop the injury clock. I think you get 5 minutes for the match for on the injury clock. 10-1 the score here. Domination by the Maverick wrestler Darian Prescott. Almost had a tip against Amante, but he'll just turn him loose. So another 1-point escape. 10-2 the score. And a quick shot here by Prescott. Looking for more takedown points. Trying to avoid that, of course, is Amante. Amante, just a freshman. We talked with Coach Luis Perez about a lot of freshmen getting time on the mat here tonight. And a 3-point takedown is going to make it a 13-2 contest here in favor of Prescott for Moses Lake. And the two wrestlers just about out of bounds. He does have a pinning move going, and they will say a pin. So how about that? Win by pin. Minute 40 into the first round. So that'll give Moses Lake a 6-0 lead. To start the match here tonight, we'll go to 113 pounds now. And for the Wenatchee Panthers, Christian Romero, another freshman, going up against Jose Vilfana. That's the match here for 113 pounds. So a couple of more wrestling matches here on the NCW Life Channel before it's all said and done. Also, don't forget, of course, you're home for the Apple Blossom Festival right here on the NCW Life Channel. We will bring you live coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank on Saturday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, as we will bring that to you live with our countdown to coronation at 6:30 and the pageant at 7 o'clock from the Numerica Performing Arts Center. So be sure and tune in for that. So here we go, Vilfana for Moses Lake and Romero for Wenatchee. The two bashed heads together before the official could even blow the whistle. There's a nice deep single leg by Romero. And no advantage given to either wrestler. Nice job by Vilfana to avoid the takedown there. Now both wrestlers kind of a shot on their knees. Interesting adventure there. You can hear Luis Perez in the background here, hollering his instructions in Spanish to the Wenatchee wrestler. Love the ring light, the ring lamp here at Wenatchee High School. They added that here last year at Eastmont as well. Just kind of gives it a bigger feel to the varsity matches for sure. Single leg there by, this time it's Vilfana with the shot. He's got the single leg, and now, ooh, that was a kick. I don't know if you can kick, can you? And now a trip and a 3-point takedown finally by Vilfana will be the first points of the match. So the Moses Lake wrestler with the advantage. Sitting out partially was Romero. Tried to hand fight. Wrapping up that arm underneath is Vilfana. We saw the girls were very much coached for Moses Lake in throwing in an arm bar. We'll see how the trend is here for the Mavericks on the boys' side. Buzzer will sound. That's the end of one period here with Vilfana leading it by a score of 3-0 here on the NCW Life Channel. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, also by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. For over 50 years, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is family-owned. They service all brands, commercial or residential. If you want to schedule some maintenance, get some repairs done, call 509-884-6444. That's 509-884-6444. So here we go to round number 2. It will be Romero on top for Wenatchee. As getting to his feet was Vilfana. Taking him back down to the mat is Christian Romero for the Panthers. Christian looks really good just being a freshman here for Wenatchee. Trying to get to his feet again is Vilfana. Hand fighting. Head to the mat. I come from high school in Western Washington. That was a big wrestling town, Cedar Woolley, Washington. The old coach Spud Wally, long since passed away, but Spud, Hall of Fame and coaching wrestling both in the state and in the nation, said anytime a wrestler puts their head to the mat, it's an invitation for a half Nelson. That was his words to live by. Takedown here by Wenatchee's Romero makes it a 4-3 contest. 1 point advantage for Vilfana. We'll see if Romero, nope, he's going to turn him loose again. So make that 5-3 in favor of the Moses Lake wrestler. Both wrestlers kind of go down to their knees again. Kind of a crawl, sprawl. And then a shot deep here, double leg by Vilfana as he steps through. Up and balancing, and now grabbing both legs is Vilfana. Romero does a good job to keep his legs away from giving up the takedown here. I could hear over on the Wenatchee side asking for a whizzer when he's got that shot in while they're on their feet. That's where you take your arm towards the nearest armpit and just shove your arm in there underneath of it. So, and now they're finally going to give a 3-point takedown. Look out for Romero. He's going to go towards his back as well. See if they give any near fall points. They will not, but he does get the 3-point takedown. So 8-3 the score after 2 rounds here tonight on the NCW Life Channel. And the whistle sounds, and the next round starts. Appreciate you joining us here on our Facebook page tonight on the NCW Life Channel, or if you're watching the replay on television. Appreciate you being here. Christian Romero for Wenatchee going up against Jose Vilfana. It is the third and final round here. 8-3 the score with the Moses Lake wrestler on the top of the scoreboard. Looking for more takedown points here. He's shown he's quite adept on his feet. Nice throw by Romero there. Now he covers and trying to lock him up. He does. Gets the 2-point takedown, and now going for near fall points. This is going to make it interesting. It's 11-3 right now, and a pin. Excuse me. That was Vilfana that got the takedown, and he will get the win. So a win by pin with, 49 seconds into the third round.
Now 120 from Wenatchee, Joseph Little.
Well, it took quite a while for Vilfana to gain the ultimate advantage by getting the pin, but he will give Moses Lake another 12 points or another 6 points. Make it 12-0 now. This will bring us to our 120-pound match tonight. Joseph Little for Wenatchee goes up against Vincent Hunt for the Moses Lake Mavericks. Our broadcast tonight brought to you also by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their number one priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available too. Stop by their website to find out more at globalcarcare.net. Our official comes over to the scorers table. to check in, make sure everything is straight. And now Vincent Hunt will shake hands with Joseph Little. And we are underway with our 120-pound match tonight here on the NCW Life Channel. Shot by the Wenatchee wrestler. Nope, excuse me, by the Moses Lake wrestler. Their singlets are similar in color, especially when they get to the outskirts of the lamp light on our mat tonight. They're going to give a 2-point takedown here to Little for Wenatchee. Oh, no, excuse me. Did I get that wrong again? It's the Moses Lake wrestler, yes. This is Mavs on a singlet on the leg, so it is Hunt with the takedown of Little. He spun him over, and now he's going to let him loose. So we'll go on the feet one more time. So it's 3-1 in favor of Hunt for Moses Lake. A shot by Little. Sprawl, counter by Hunt. Now he'll lock up that leg again, going to get a 2-point or a 3-point takedown. And now tip him to his back, looking for the pin, and he gets it. Minute 3 into the match. A win by pin again here for Moses Lake. That makes it 18-0 for the Mavericks. As we'll go to 126 pounds, Braden Cook on the mat here for Wenatchee, going up against Owen Martell for Moses Lake. Martell for the Mavericks, Cook for Wenatchee. Domination so far by Moses Lake here in the team score tonight. I was talking about the Mavericks coming in with a 2-1 record. They beat Eastmont to start the season in dual action. Takedown here by the Maverick wrestler. And a 1-point escape for Wenatchee. So Cook with the escape. Martell leads at 3-1. Here's another shot and a takedown. And they'll turn him loose again. So it's a 6-2 contest now. Martell in front for Moses Lake. The Mavericks won their first match of the season in head-to-head against the Big Nine opponents, Downing Eastmont 47-36. They beat West Valley 54-24, but then lost to Eisenhower 42-32 last week. That was quite the match. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with a 9-2 lead for Owen Martell for the Mavericks. We'll see if he lets Braden Cook go or if whistle sounds from the referee position. Up to his feet quickly is Cook. And a nice job by Martell to break him back down to the mat. Martell looking for the bar, can't get it. Cook does a good job of bringing the bringing the arm through. Was going to reach up for the head, but that's always a dangerous move. You got to be sure and be quick if you're going to reach up for a head and go for it. Otherwise, you're leaving yourself open for a Nelson and then some. Reaching back and grabbing a leg and pulling him back down to the mat is Martell. Now he'll put a head in, try to cradle him up on the near side. Cook fighting, arches his back away. Well, at least that's what you should do. Cook back to his base here and broken down again with 13 seconds left in the second round. Or in the first round, excuse me. 9-2 the score, with Owen Martell leading in this 126-pound match. And that's going to be where the score sits after one round here at 126. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call the Pro Shop. Schedule your time with their full swing S4 widescreen golf simulator. Say that 6 times fast. At 509-884-4653. That's it. Highlander Golf Course and Drill. So a reversal given here. 12-2 the score now in favor of Martell. We've had 3 bouts and 3 pins by the Mavericks so far. We're in round 2 of our 126-pound match between Owen Martell of Moses Lake and Braden Cook for Wenatchee. Cook just trying to figure out how he can get away from this arm bar that Martell has. And he's got the wrist ride on the other side. Now he's going to try to reach up around the head and get that head tucked in so he can lean him, and the official says nope, didn't quite get him over far enough. And now he's going to try it again. And Cook trying to battle. Nice job by Braden Cook on the bottom to keep himself, and now a deep half is shot, and stacking him up here is Martell looking for the pin. He got 2 seconds on the near fall. We'll see if he gets a couple of points anyway with 48 seconds left here in the round number 2. And we're going to get a pin whistled, and that will be the end of the match, and another pin by Moses Lake, 117 into round number 2.
Now at 132, Jacob Cusick from Wenatchee versus Samuel Jenkins.
So 24-0 the score, as we'll move to 132 pounds. And Jacob Cusick, the junior for Wenatchee, will go up against Samuel Janke for Moses Lake. I was thinking this might be a pretty good matchup here for the two, and we'll see if that follows suit. 132-pound match. Both physically very similar in stature. Reaching out for both hands on the head was Cusick, and then the head fight by Janke. And a pull and almost a throw attempt by Janke. Thinks better of it. Cusick drops down, now looking for an opening. Reaches up with a big paw, grabs a hold of the back of the head. Now a nice single leg here by Janke. And I think they've got to give, well, not necessarily. The official said, now he's saying, yeah, that's a takedown and near fall points potentially. So it's 3-0 in favor of Janke here. And he reverses here on the head. Didn't stay chest to chest, however. He will get a 2-point near fall. So it's a 5-0 lead here for Janke for the Mavericks. Catching his breath now is Samuel. As Jacob gets to his feet, and then Cusick looks like he maybe hurt his wrist or his finger, shaking his left hand. And now shucking him aside, and then getting behind is Janke and taking him right down to the mat. So Samuel with another 3 points there. It's 8-1 now. And we'll have to keep an eye on that right hand or wrist here for Cusick, as Janke again has a half Nelson in deep, but can't get him turned, and that'll be the end of round number 1. 8-1 the score. Janke on top. Mavericks, if you're just joining us, with a pin by Liam Amante of Darian Prescott in our 106-pound match. Christian Romero with a pin in the third round at 113 pounds over it was Jose Villafana over Christian Romero, and Darian Prescott over Liam Amante. And then a pin in the 120-pound match by Vincent Hunt over Joseph Little. And hold on, everybody's going out of bounds, so the official will blow the whistle. Also a win by pin by Owen Martell over Braden Cook in the second round of our 126-pound match, and that brings us to where we are here at 132 pounds. And an 8-1 lead for Samuel Janke over Jacob Cusick. Cusick reaches down with the left hand on the right leg, and then a drop and drag and pull, and sometimes you can drag a wrestler right on top of you, and now suddenly it is Cusick who has the advantage. And hold on, we've got injury timeout or a blood timeout. We'll see about that. Cusick reaching down for his right leg, and his knee shouldn't do that. So don't get in too tight, camera people. And that is not good. He did have a brace on the right knee already, so apparently having an issue with that right knee to begin with, and it looks like possibly the kneecap has dislocated, so not what you want to see out there, as he was just making some good moves and got at least a reversal, if not a 3 or 4 point near fall. They haven't scored it on the board yet. It's 11-1 still on the board right now as we take care of the wrestler out on the mat. Good to see Dale Jones here again. I went to Dale. I said, wait a minute, I thought you retired. He says, well, I did, but then I came back, sort of. And I said, well, you know how that works. He goes, yeah. He says, but actually in the retirement world, I was kind of bored. And isn't that funny? You hear that a lot from folks that, they hang it up, they retire. And he says, yeah, the wife and I, we did some traveling. We went around and saw places we wanted to see, but then I came back and it was like, okay, now what? He wanted to be doing something and feel like he was needed. And so that's why Dale came back. Injury timeout time has expired, and I don't think this match was going to continue anyway, because the right leg, of the Wenatchee wrestler Jacob Cusick bent in a way it should not. Now, Dale Jones was out there, and I think he was able to pop that kneecap back in place. And I can't believe that Cusick might try to continue wrestling here, but okay. Yeah, so the official comes over to the scores table and says the injury timeout had expired, and so Mr. Cusick will have to depart with a loss here tonight in this 132-pound match. Now, how they score that's an interesting one. Yeah, so they just talked about the near fall points that should have gone Cusick's way. Well, now they have it as 4 points for the Moses Lake wrestler. I could have swore that it was Cusick that was on top there. Now Cusick will put his headgear back on, and are they going to continue? Oh, I'm sorry. The injury was to Janke, Samuel Janke, the man who was leading the match 15-1, and they're going to continue the match, believe it or not. Holy cow. Holy cow. So now Cusick working against a wrestler who is injured and basically working off of one leg right now. In a 15-3 match as he got the reversal, and now trying to work for near fall points. Need to put your right knee into his back and then tip him your way, and he does, but you got to watch your balance here and get a leg through. He does, and getting near fall points. Now the official has to watch for the airway for the wrestler who's on the ground, and Cusick now gets the pin. It's unfortunate because you know that Janke was not feeling good there. So win by pin at the 138 mark of the second round.
Now 138 pounds from Wenatchee, Oswaldo Miranda.
I just couldn't believe that they continued the match at that point. But they do, and Wenatchee gets their first points of the night on the team score, 24-6. Now it'll be the 138-pound match, Osvaldo Miranda for Wenatchee against Ryan Martinez for Moses Lake. Martinez, Moses Lake, Miranda, Wenatchee. And Miranda quickly shucks the Moses Lake wrestler to the ground. And now we'll get the 2-point takedown. It is Miranda who gets, it is Martinez who gets the takedown. So 3-point lead for Martinez and Moses Lake. Now has a half in. Now looking for a quick pin here in the first round, and he's got it. Wow. 38 seconds into the first round. A win by pin for Ryan Martinez for the Moses Lake Mavericks. Well, it's either pin or be pinned here tonight so far. So 30-6 now, our team score. As we bring the 144-pound match to you, it's Jackson Glines for Wenatchee against Dwayne Zamora for Moses Lake. Zamora, Moses Lake, and Glines for the Panthers. Glines circles around, now has his bench behind him. And a shuck to the mat by Zamora. Zamora reaching up with the left hand around the back of the head. Now a single leg in deep and has the takedown. 3-point takedown for Zamora. Jackson works to his base. Zamora is going to let him go, so it's 3-1. Zamora feeling that he can take advantage, and a shove, and just like that, just basically shoved him down and then covered for the 3-point takedown. 6-1 the score. Zamora has a arm barred up on the right side. Now trying to walk it around. He's got the other arm, and now, almost had a pinning move right there as he's trying to get the head underneath. And now will he go with a double arm bar? He let that go. And now stacking him up is Zamora, looking for the pin and tossing and turning his Glines underneath. Kind of over and back there. I don't know if he had enough for the near fall points or not. They will say a 4-point near fall. Wow. And then he'll turn him loose. So it's now 10-2 on the scoreboard in favor of Dwayne Zamora for Moses Lake. He'll again just shuck the wrestler from Wenatchee to the mat and then cover for the 3-point takedown. 13-2 the score. Really good, aggressive moves for Moses Lake on their feet tonight, as Jose Tanguma told us before the match that he wanted to see his wrestlers be aggressive here and not depend on a defensive move, but get on the offensive side. Well, we've certainly seen that so far here tonight. He's got one leg tied up. The round is going to come to an end before he can do anything with it. 13-2 the score after the first, with Dwayne Zamora leading Jackson Glines here at 144 pounds. Again, all 14 matches will be contested here tonight. Both wrestlers will be on their feet to start this second round. I like the fact the official waited to blow the whistle and didn't give a point away because the wrestler didn't have his foot on the tape out there on the mat. Another quick takedown here. By Zamora. 16-2 now in favor of the Moses Lake wrestler, and they're going to give another 4-point near fall for Zamora. It is, it says 10-2, should be 14-2. Hold on. They say now it's 20-2. Oh, yeah, because the scoreboard here doesn't go into more than a single numeral. In fact, the 1 on the left side, because this is also a basketball scoreboard. So it's 20-2, and that is a major win here for Dwayne Zamora. And that, on the team score, will give another 6 points to Moses Lake. So now it's 36-6 as we'll head to 150 pounds. So that's a technical fall for Zamora. Ezekiel Tapia will be out there for Wenatchee. Xavier Rodriguez for Moses Lake in this 150-pound match. Going through it pretty quick here. When you get pins and you get technical fall, things have a tendency to work out pretty quickly here. So it is, again, Ezekiel Tapia for Wenatchee going up against Xavier Rodriguez for Moses Lake in this 150-pound match. Just about halfway through our match here tonight between the Panthers and the Mavericks. And a 3-point takedown going to be given to Wenatchee's Ezekiel Tapia, now working on top of the Moses Lake wrestler. We mentioned Wenatchee coming into the match here tonight, 1-1 in Big Nine head-to-heads. We'll have Wenatchee here hosting Eastmont latter part of January, so be sure and tune in for that. And an escape here for Rodriguez, makes it 3-1. Shot, good single leg. Now looking for the double leg is the Wenatchee wrestler. Good counter by Rodriguez. And it's a 3-point takedown for Rodriguez. 4-3 the score. Flip-flop the scoreboard here for the Moses Lake wrestler. Working towards the edge of the mat, and now a roll, and now near fall points. It's not really a pinning move, but he does have exposure points. And they're going to say 4 more on that. 8-3 the score. And that'll be the end of round number 1, where the Wenatchee wrestler Ezekiel Tapia got the early advantage. But here at the break after 1, it is an 8-4 advantage for Moses Lake's Xavier Rodriguez. Right now trying to catch his breath is Tapia. Will be on top for Wenatchee. Good sit out and a good reach and a good grab and a great reversal by Rodriguez. Just exploded out from underneath. I think Xavier Rodriguez was a little bit upset to give up that takedown to start the match. Has since taken control here. 10-4 on the scoreboard right now for Rodriguez. And again, that's all I can see because, again, the scoreboard only goes to 10 for the Moses Lake side. I'm sure the advantage is probably a little bit larger than that right now. Rodriguez looking to try to get some tip, try to get some exposure points here against Tapia. Has the arm, and now crowding, and then reaching. He let the arm go. His coach was telling him, keep the arm, and then he just let it go. Reach down and break the wrestler from Wenatchee, Tapia, down to the mat once again with 43 seconds left here in round number 2. With the scoreboard limited here, it's a basketball scoreboard as well. So on the wrestling side of things, they keep track of the match points in the foul category of the scoreboard, which only goes up to 10 because you don't need any more fouls listed than that in basketball. So as a result, it kind of limits you on keeping track of the score here for wrestling. As we saw with the 20-2 win by Dwayne Zamora in a technical fall. And the second round comes to an end with our score heavily favoring Xavier Rodriguez for Wenatchee. Both wrestlers will be up to start the third round. So if you're Wenatchee's Ezekiel Tapia right now, all you're looking for is a throw. Well, no, he goes to the knee and tries to get the single leg. Well, if you can get the single leg, and now he tries to go for a whizzer. That doesn't work. Rodriguez has the leg. Tapia trying to counter. And he's going to give up the 3-point takedown. Well, they just changed the score to 13-4. So, all right. I guess we can go to 19 on the scoreboard here. I guess that makes sense, right? So it's 13-4 right now as we are in the third round of this 150-pound match. Xavier Rodriguez on top for Moses Lake, both on the mat and on the scoreboard. Looking to gain some more favor for the Mavericks in the team points here tonight. Tried to shoot a half, but kind of back a little bit too far to get that half in there. And they're going to give a stall warning to Tapia on the bottom. 35 seconds left here in the match. Tapia will spin out and get an escape. So he gains another point here, make it 13-5. So you can look for a throw here in the last 25 seconds. We'll see. Tapia has got to do something magical. He'll shoot. Nice job of countering with the whizzer by Rodriguez. 10 seconds left in the match. And of course, if you're Tapia here, you are just about tapped out physically. 2 seconds, 1 second, that's going to do it. So they win by decision here, 13-5 for Moses Lake. We'll extend the lead for the Mavericks as we get ready for the 157-pound match. It'll be 3 team points. Well, 2 team points. They say 38-6 on the scoreboard right now. 39, there you go. Should have been 3 team points. 39-6 is our score. As we go to 157 pounds, Hunter Jones for Wenatchee against Ian Anderson for Moses Lake. Anderson is ranked in the state for the Mavericks, and he'll quickly work. Thought he had a takedown there, but the official does not agree with me. And now he finally will, so 3 points for Ian Anderson, coming off a second-place finish at the Blackhawk Invite in Cheney. Anderson is ranked 7th in the state by the Washington Wrestling Report. Another takedown for him, so he's on top 6-1 here, and another escape given to Jones. So it is a 6-2 contest. The wrestlers go out of bounds. Minute 18 left in the round number 1. Shoved down and a 3-point takedown given to Moses Lake again. And will they give him the escape? 9-2 is the score. They do give the escape. So it's 9-3 now. Now, I was going to say, I thought the, the wrestlers were supposed to face their bench. And the last time the official started it and didn't have it right. So I had to wait a minute on who got the takedown. Shuck by Anderson. Another takedown for Ian. It's 12-3 quickly here. Just over a minute gone in the first round. And he'll turn him loose again. 12-4 the score. It's in a tournament back in high school, wrestled against a wrestler from Blaine who was a defending state 1A champion. And he basically kind of made me a ragamuffin for his own enjoyment. He ended up getting a technical fall on me, but similar kind of deal where he could take me down like nothing. And now a pinning move for Anderson, ready to wrap it up here with 10 seconds left in the first round, and he gets it. .51 seconds into the first round. Give 6 more points to Moses Lake, make it 45-6 on the team score. As we'll go to 165 pounds, Michael Mahuika for Wenatchee against Connor Brosnahan for Moses Lake. This should be a good one. Brosnahan took the championship at the Blackhawk Invite. Mahuika also took first place in his last tournament across the river at the Paul Reeser Invite. So here we go. 2 very good quality wrestlers at 165 pounds. Mahuika for Wenatchee and Brosnahan for Moses Lake. Elevator move here for Mahuika. Now try to throw him to the mat. Got a 3-point takedown given to Mahuika. Looking for Wenatchee's second win of the night. And a 1-point escape given here to Brosnahan. So it's 3-1. with 37 ticks gone here in round number 1. Mahuika, good positioning again. Controlling from the top, spinning, covering, giving the three-point takedown. Now looking for the near side cradle, and he'll just shove him away and give him one more point. So it's 6-2 in favor of Mahuika. Michael sizing up his opponent, who tries to shoot. Both wrestlers whizzer in right now, and Mahuika trying to reach that far arm, and now he'll get the three-point takedown. 9-2 in favor of Mahuika with 27 seconds left here in the first round. Mahuika tried to bar up the arm, now just tosses the Brosnahan back to the mat, trying to get that leg over with the arm barred and try to get him tipped. Can't do it. 10 seconds left in the first round. Michael Mahuika, fantastic athlete for the Wenatchee Panther football team, and now out here on the mats for the Panthers. And that's going to be the end of the first round. 9-2, Mahuika on top. So far, the match has been dominated by Moses Lake. The only wins for Wenatchee came by Jacob Cusick after an injury to Samuel Janke at 132 pounds. And then Mahuika leading it here at 165 pounds. Moses Lake dominating otherwise. They've won 6 matches by pin here. Escape given to Brosnahan, make it 9-3. Attempted a throw. That didn't work out so well. And now three-point takedown going to be given to Mahuika. Just so strong. 12-3 the score. You got two wrestlers that are coming in after tournament wins. Great seasons for both, but right now Mahuika is showing that he's the man at 165. 12-3 the score with a minute 30 left here in round number 2. Another escape for Brosnahan. Mahuika reaches. Brosnahan shoots. Almost had the single leg, but a good counter by Mahuika, who now reaches over the head, then underneath. Almost could have done the fireman right there. Mahuika with a leg. Lifts Brosnahan up and then dumps him over his head. And now if he can follow, he does. And a three-point takedown makes it 15-4. He's got the half in as well, trying to get the pin here with 43 seconds left in the second round. Can't keep it though, so a one-point escape given to Brosnahan. And a shuck by Brosnahan, and both wrestlers kind of feeling the burn right now with 34 seconds left in round number 2. Shot by Brosnahan. He got in deep. Got the single leg, trying to elevate, and he'll get his first takedown of the match. 17-8 the score. Brosnahan tries to crossface. You hear it from behind us here in the crowd, aside from his coaching staff. One thing you got to watch out for is your balance. Try to go for that far side cradle. You get up too high. The wrestler on the bottom, with your weight so far over, can just reach up and tip you over, and then suddenly you go from looking for a cradle to finding yourself staring at the lights. Our broadcast tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Sangster Motors, family owned and operated, home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. So here we go, round number 3. Mahuika leading at 17-8 over Brosnahan. Brosnahan got his first takedown moments ago towards the end of the second round. Now Brosnahan with single and a takedown again here given to Mahuika. And that'll be, well, they're looking at the score here. The three-point takedown would give him like 22 points to 8, I think. Again, the scoreboard only can go so high. Clock was running, but I don't think it matters because the match is over. No, it's not over. 20-8, and the official says, okay, they're going to put 1:38 on the clock. The clock did continue to run after they rang the buzzer here. (20-8) is the score, according to the official and to the side here. Minute 38 to go in the match. And quickly standing up, fighting, trying to get the reversal is Brosnahan. Mohuika in charge of the match, just trying to finish it up here. Mohuika covers the leg, keeps him from standing up, and now Brosnahan does stand up. And both wrestlers go out of bounds, stop the clock with 1:18 left here in the match. Good one here at 165 pounds. Michael Mohuika for Wenatchee, Connor Brosnahan for Moses Lake. Clock starts again with 1:16 to go here in the match. Not quite a Granby roll there, but a roll nonetheless attempted by Brosnahan. Now an arm is barred by Mohuika. Mohuika very strong, but he's also given up about 4 inches to the wrestler he's battling against here for Moses Lake. Both wrestlers heading towards out of bounds, and they will go out with 50 seconds left here in the match. And we've got blood. Okay, we got a timeout here for blood. Michael takes a drink of water. Meanwhile, the Moses Lake coaching staff will tend to the bloody nose of Mr. Brosnahan. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, serving in the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. Also by Valley Tractor, North Central Washington's trusted equipment and rental dealer for 75 years. Appreciate you joining us here for Big Nine Wrestling tonight between the Mavericks of Moses Lake and the Panthers of Wenatchee. Match being dominated so far here by the visitors, 45-6 on the team score. Meanwhile, blood taken care of here for Brosnahan. Mohuika, 46 seconds to try to get some more points here. Mohuika holding on to that single leg on the turn attempt here by the Moses Lake wrestler. Brosnahan reaching. Now he'll try to reach for a foot, reach for a head, trying to do anything. Mohuika trying to do all he can to keep it from happening. Mohuika covers the leg. And, oh, he's going to turn him. Mohuika taking to his back. 3-point takedown. 10 points here for Brosnahan, and he'll get a 2-point near fall. That'll make it 20-12, the final score here. Mohuika gets the win. Wow. If that match had a few more moments left, it would have been much more interesting than that, but Mohuika will get the win for Wenatchee and earn at least 3, if not 4 points team point-wise. So yeah, 20-12 was the final score. With Mohuika, or they're going to say 20-14 was the final score. Okay, so that's why they're having to wait to add up the team points. As soon as they do that, they'll tell you about our next match at 175 pounds.
Now, 175, it's John Gutzweiler.
Okay, so yeah, 4 team points for Wenatchee, so that makes it 45-10. And now John Gutzweiler will try to add to the point total for the Panthers at 175 pounds against Isaiah Cruz for Moses Lake. Gutzweiler coming off a 6th place finish in the Paul Reeser tournament to cross the river at Eastmont High School. Meanwhile, Cruz out there for Moses Lake did not place at the Black Hawk Invite in Cheney. And now we're going to get injury timeout here. Looks like blood for Gutzweiler. And so we'll get a pause in the action. Coaching staff for Moses Lake talking to our official here about potential dangerous throw or an attempt at a throw. Taking care of a bloody nose here for John Gutzweiler. Don't forget, we'll have basketball coming up this Saturday night at Eastmont High School, where the Panthers and Wildcats will battle. Grant Olson with your play-by-play. The girls at 4:30, the boys at 6 o'clock. We'll be back here at Wenatchee High School next Friday, January 23rd, for girls basketball at 5:30, boys at 7, as the Wenatchee Panthers host the Davis Pirates. And then on Thursday, January 29th, it's more wrestling here at Wenatchee as the Panthers play host to Eastmont. Girls at 6, the boys at 7 o'clock, right here on your local TV station, the NCW Life channel. All right, so John Gutzweiler, after they take care of the nose, hopefully, on top of Isaiah Cruz on the scoreboard as well as here on the mat, 3-0 the score. Now Gutzweiler gets a arm barred, gets him turned, and now looking for a pin. Cruz battling to try to stay alive. Got a whole minute to go and not going to get there, as Gutzweiler will get the win by pin. 1 minute into the first round after the timeout for the blood. Didn't stop him a bit, as Gutzweiler will get the win, add 6 points to Wenatchee's score. It's now 45-16 as we go to 190 pounds. 3 more matches to go. Wenatchee will send Frank Brandt to the mat to face Kai Robles for Moses Lake. Appreciate you joining us on our Facebook feed here tonight to Big Nine Wrestling, or if you're watching the replay on the NCW Life channel. So here we go. 190 pounds. Frank Brandt for Wenatchee. Kai Robles for Moses Lake. Robles has the pale-colored headset, and Brandt the purple cuffs on the ears of his headgear. 3-point takedown got to be given to Robles. So the Moses Lake wrestler will lead on the scoreboard half a minute into the first round. Again, 3 rounds, 2 minutes each. Can seem like forever when you have someone who is about the same weight as you, and just the physical exertion it takes to do anything, especially when you get to these larger fellows out on the mat. Conditioning, so important. You think, well, why conditioning? Oh, now Brandt reached back. That was a bad idea. Now the half is in there, and now Robles looking for the pin. Got his head tucked. Is he got enough to get the shoulder down to the mat here? 35 seconds left in the first round for Brandt to try to stay alive and keep his back off the mat. Official looking in, and there we go, pin. A minute and 35 into the match. So another win for Moses Lake by pin gives the Mavericks 51 points to 16. They are going to win the match here tonight and improve to 3-1. 3-1 in head-to-head matchups in Big Nine wrestling. Meanwhile, we go to 215 pounds. Luke Flugie, the senior, will go up against Eli Anderson. Flugie for Wenatchee, Anderson for Moses Lake. Flugie coming off a third-place finish at the Reeser Invite across the river at Eastmont High School. Eli Anderson, meanwhile, a second-place finish at the Blackhawk Invite over in Cheney last weekend. Eli with the shot, Flugie with the sprawl. And both wrestlers go out of bounds. No advantage gain, so they'll head back to the center of the mat with 1:12 to go here in the first round. They list Luke Flugie at 215 pounds. Almost looks like he's lighter than that. Dropped some pounds since the football season for sure. Now a throw and a trip and no advantage gain. Flugie looked like he might be able to cover, but a nice job by Eli Anderson to say, nope, not this time. 43 seconds left in round number 1. Scoreless so far between Luke Flugie and Eli Anderson. This is where you start to see the throw attempts by the big fellas. Try to get somebody leaning too far, off balance, and then suddenly, whoop, feet up, back down. Flugie. Hand fighting, 12 seconds left in the round. And the head and arm attempt here by Anderson does not gain what he wanted it to, and he tries it again right at the buzzer. No points. So scoreless after one period here in our 215-pound match between Luke Flugie of Wenatchee and Eli Anderson of Moses Lake. Flugie will be down here to start the second round. Spud Wally would be proud of his referee's position with his ankles flat to the mat, so doesn't allow the wrestler on top to just reach down and grab a leg and drive you down to the mat. Eli Anderson, meanwhile, tips him, getting near fall points, looking for the pin here against Flugie, and he might get it. Eli Anderson looking for the pin here, 215 pounds. Stacked Flugie up, and he gets the pin 24 seconds into the second round. How about that? So another win by pin for Moses Lake. That has been the theme here tonight, as it will be our final match of the night now at 285 pounds. Antonio Alcantara for Wenatchee against Ryder Janke for Moses Lake. I want to thank our crew here tonight for helping us bring in the broadcast. Eli Ginter back in the studios, our studio coordinator. Dan Kuntz, our line producer on site. Running cameras tonight, Callie Benson and Mike Richards. And our production assistant, Tim Brodowski. Thank you, crew, for all you do. Here we go, 285 pounds, Antonio Alcantara for Wenatchee. Ryder Janke for Moses Lake. Surprise finish in the last match for Eli Anderson, pinning Luke Flugie. 24 seconds into the second round. Barging forward, Antonio Alcantara. Now he's got the wrestler tied up. Can he throw him? That's what he's looking for right now. Got both arms pinned in tight. Now trying to drag him back on the mats, and no, not going to happen. Reaching out with a big swipe is Ryder Janke with the left arm up to the neck and head of Alcantara, who is now going towards the bench area. Look out. Not much room outside the circle here with these wrestling mats. Other than that, it's a hard gym floor. And believe me, it has happened. Minute 8 to go here in round number 1. They head out of bounds again. Alcantara looks at Janke, reach for him a little bit. Alcantara now trying to snap the head down. Got both arms behind the head, but then kind of a shove by Janke, almost a punch with the left arm. Now a throw of the arm by Janke. 40 seconds left in round number 1. Janke threw him by, could have came up behind him, grabbed a hold, but didn't. Alcantara trying to snap the head down again. And look out. And look out, a little extracurricular off the mat here for Alcantara. Getting a little frustrated with Janke, and the official going to say, all right, boys, come on. Let's just do this on the mat here. So now the reach again with 18 seconds left here in round number 1. There's been some head blows here in this first round. Another snap by Alcantara. Reach up. Both hands behind the head of Alcantara by Janke. Tried to snap the head again, and that's going to be the end of the first round with nobody scoring a point through 2 minutes. Okay, so the Moses Lake wrestler will defer, so it'll be Alcantara choice here on the second round. He wants up. So Janke goes down. Alcantara looks like he's going to come in from the left side. He will. Put that left arm around on the belly. Whistle sounds. Up to his feet is Janke. He's just about got an escape here. Now Alcantara can hold. You can wrap your hands together and now Alcantara pulls him back down to the mat. He almost had, he did have locking hands on the mat, and now a reversal. 3-point or 2-point reversal, and now looking for a pin is Janke. First points of the match come here with the minute 23 to go in the second period. Alcantara doing what he can to get back to his base. 2-0 the advantage after the reversal, and now a pin will happen 49 seconds into the second round. So absolute domination here by Moses Lake tonight. 63-16 will be the final score on the team score here this evening as the Moses Lake Mavericks get the win here tonight, and they will improve to 3-0 in Big 9 wrestling action. Wenatchee will drop to 0-3 on the season. We will take a break, come back, and wrap it up right after this here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. With professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome back here on the post-match show on the NCWLIFE channel, visiting with Michael Mojica, who got a win here tonight. They were few and far between for you guys. But talk about your season so far, Michael.
It's a good season so far. You know, second year wrestling, started out 175 pounds. You know, had a like 50-50 win to loss. Dropped down to 165. I've been undefeated so far, having a great season, hanging out with my boys.
How hard is that to drop weight like that and still be able to have the physicality to be able to wrestle?
You know, it's kind of hard. You kind of get defeated, but it's mind over matter. You know, I got plenty of fat to save over to burn off, so it's not a problem to lose weight. It's just how hard you want to win.
Well, and we talk about that. Obviously, coming off the football field and then stepping onto the wrestling mats, that's a whole different thing for you physically, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, I don't have to rely on my team to go out there and win for me, or sadly lose. Yeah. I can just take matters into my own hands. So it's a different sport, different mentality, but I love it, so it's fun.
What's your goals then, coming in second season wrestling?
I made it to state last year, district champ. Ended up falling short, making it to a placing match, but hopefully this year I can make it to the second day at state and place.
Well, congrats on the win tonight. That was an interesting match for you. I mean, did you know that guy at all?
Yeah, I beat him a couple times. Okay. I met him once this year and 2 times last year, so we've wrestled plenty of times before, which is kind of annoying, but I get a win in the book, so that's fun for me.
All right. Well, congrats. Best of luck the rest of the season. We're going to see you against Eastmont here coming up in a few weeks. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Right, there you go. Michael Mojica joining us here on the post-match show. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this on the NCWLIFE channel.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back one more time around here at Wenatchee High School as the Mavericks from Moses Lake dominate in our wrestling match here tonight. Again, the boys match goes down 63-16 the final, and the girls match earlier tonight was 72-3. Moses Lake coming out on top. For all of our crew here tonight and back in the studios, Eli Ginter, I'm here at Granstrom. Thanks for joining us for Big 9 Wrestling on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll have more sports coming up soon right here on your local TV station. Have a good night, everybody.
Nice dribble, right wing, takes it to the basket. Good.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Hollander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. We now return you to normal programming already in progress on your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
The balls, once they get in the rhythm, you can see right there, Kyla Hinkins, that's 5 in a row for her. Alicia Hastings off to 2 in a row there.